Hey guys, this is Cam315 back at it with another video for you guys. And I'm back with another One Piece anime episode review for you guys. And we're here to talk more of One Piece and the fact that it seems like our friends have got themselves into some trouble regarding Scratchman Apoo. But it also seems like at the end, Kid doesn't give a crap if his identity is blown. He wants to take out Apoo for betraying him, essentially. Okay, so this is One Piece anime episode 986, and let's get to it. So obviously last week, we saw the whole fact that, well, Luffy literally took out a whole floor to get back at some of the Beast Pirates who were mocking him and wasting on that red bean soup, as well as Zoro cutting down a legit building in the hall area. So it's very freaking interesting to see what happens. We get a little quick cutback of a little bit of a scene from what happened last week at the end, where Luffy's like, I did this because they were making fun of the whole red bean soup and they were wasting it. And obviously Zoro's like, oh, okay. Now the thing is, obviously, the noise was so loud. Even kids like, these dudes are not trying to keep a closed cover. And you see, eventually Apoo's like, who's making all those noise and stuff like that. Eventually, you have it to where Luffy and Zoro, they're trying to escape and everything, and they're like, okay, let's get away and retreat so we don't blow any more attention than we already have done. But like I said, Scratchman Apoo's looking, he's like, I think I know those guys. Wait a second, I know those guys. He's like, Queen, hey Queen. And he's like, yo, that's Straw Hat Luffy and Roanoke Zoro. And Queen's like, hey, you're right. He's like, wait a second. I thought frickin' Luffy was in prison. And then he recalls this conversation he had with Babanuki, where Babanuki, controlled by Otama, was essentially telling Queen, like, oh yeah, Kid and Luffy, they're in prison. They're back in their cells. You don't need to worry about anything. Everything's good over here. And obviously Queen's pissed. He's like, the damn Babanuki. I thought he trusted me. It seems like he betrayed us and stuff like that. So this is when Queen makes the announcement. Again, I don't know how Kaido and the others can't hear this, but then again, they're pretty far away. So Queen literally tells the other Beast Pirates, he's like, so the person who can catch Luffy and Zoro, well, I'll do you a good favor. I'll kick out one of the members of the Toby Ropo, and if you catch them and bring them back here successfully, I'll actually put you in the Toby Ropo and fill in whoever I want to kick out of there. We do see the Toby Ropo. They're already on their mission to go to try to retrieve Yamato, Kaido's son. And so I'm guessing they don't know. They didn't hear anything. So and that obviously inspires the Beast Pirates. Are like, we can be in the Toby Ropo? Oh hell yeah! Now Kid, he kind of sees Apoo, but Killer's like, hey man, don't worry about him. Let's go get to Kaido right now, and stuff like that. So yeah. Now we see Apoo start attacking Luffy and Zoro, and he's doing like all these different motions. He's like bang, and then he's like slash, and then he's doing like all these things, playing like he's himself, like he's a musical instrument. Like he blows Luffy up dozens of times. He actually freaking, when he does slash, he actually like cuts Zoro up and he slashes him, like legit Zoro gets cut up like. And the thing is about Luffy and Zoro, they're like, whoa, how is this guy doing this? He's not even touching us. and stuff like that. Obviously, this has something to do with his devil fruit power. Now, they don't say what his devil fruit is. I'm guessing we're gonna find out what his devil fruit is eventually. I don't know what it is. It seems like it's like a music-based devil fruit, and he's clearly attacking them from some sort of distance. We really don't know how his devil fruit works either. And now he makes a mention. He's like, "Oh, you're still in my zone." So I wonder if he covers a different, I wonder if Apoo covers an area of a field where if his opponents are in it, he can just do motions like beating on his chest or and stuff like that, and his opponents get attacked. If that's the case, then his devil fruit is very, and I mean very powerful, if not OP. He practically, I wouldn't say is guaranteed W's, but he can practically stall you out / really harm you and do a lot of damage. Like, we see that he does so much damage to Luffy at one point, he actually knocks Luffy out for a short period of time. And Zoro's seeing this and he's like, "Oh shit, we gotta get out of here." So clearly Zoro's running. He's like, "My God." He's like, "Listen, I know we plan to do this raid, but my geez, like these dang beast pirates, they're no joke, man. You know, they're actually damn strong. We're thinking we're walking into guys where they're just fodder. The guys with the smile-based fruits, and then we already have to deal with the higher up type of people. This is problematic. This is going to be a problem." Now we see one of the beast pirates with like a wolf smile devil, like a wolf, smile devil fruit user, tries to go ahead and attack Zoro. One fact also too, there was a cool scene where Zoro like literally, cuts this guy's like neck area, and I'm like, he must have cut his head off, didn't he? Now, if this was the Suicide Squad, if you saw that movie, they clearly would have shown that person's head getting cut off. But they just show a line that Zoro cut that guy. I think we can say that Zoro cut off somebody's head. They just didn't make it to where the head slides off because clearly One Piece isn't going to show that. But they did show blood. They did show, honestly, lots of blood in this episode. But as I was saying, the wolf was about to attack Zoro. Then Luffy wakes up, he bites and takes it out. And then obviously Luffy gets up. He's like, "Yo, Zoro, look, sorry. That's my fault for not being ready for that and everything." So that's when, so they start attacking some more. And then eventually, the one thing he says is like, Luffy's like, "Well, hey, guess what? Since we're freaking like already seen and people know who we are, what's the point of wearing these disguises? They're uncomfortable and I can barely move in this." And Zoro's like, "Yeah, of course." So they both essentially take off the disguises they got from Kinemon, and they're in their original outfits. They try to make a book for it, but again, like I said earlier, Apoo's like, "You guys are still in my zone." And then he continuously attacks them with his slashes and booms and his things being on his chest and hitting his head and everything. And Luffy and Zoro wondering, like, how are we going to block this? Because we don't even know how to block this. Like, he's cutting us up. He's blowing me up. I don't know what to do this. Eventually gets to the point where we see cut over to Kid. Kid's looking at all this. He's seen Luffy and Zoro absolutely getting destroyed. And he's just looking at Apoo. And we see early in the episode, he obviously has a flashback to when Apoo and Hawkins all had their alliance. Then Kaido intervened and then changed everything from there. I don't remember if they showed that Apoo, I guess, turned on Kid, but clearly we see that Apoo at some point turned on Kid when Kaido showed up and everything. But he sees this and he just can't help himself. He's like, "I'm gonna go attack Kaido, but there's the guy that betrayed me. But I want to go attack Kaido. There's the guy that betrayed me." And Kid's like, "Fuck it." He's like, "I'm gonna kill him!" And he jumps down, and Killer's like, "Kid, your cover's gonna be blown." And Kid's like, "I don't give a fuck. I'm taking this guy out. I'm going to kill this guy. He betrayed me. He's a traitor. And guess what? He's a sellout, and I'm gonna take him out. So you get this amazing freaking scene where essentially the screen like fizzles out, like the episode's just gonna fizzle out like an old TV and everything, and you just see freaking Kid just use his magnetic core to bring almost damn near every weapon in anything magnetic within his vicinity, and he makes this huge gigantic ass arm. Apoo sees this, freaking Queen sees this, they're both like, oh shit. Well, that's mostly Apoo, because when Kid goes in, Apoo's just like, oh shit. And Kid unleashes Punk Gibson on Apoo and utterly smashes him into the building and stuff like that. And that's where the episode ends off, where you just have Kid laughing like, I'm gonna get my revenge, Apoo. I'm coming. And yeah, so this was a pretty eventful episode. I enjoyed this week's episode, despite how many people say there's too many damn flashbacks in this episode and yada, yada, yada. Listen, guess what? You got your story here. You got a nice, decent fight scene here. Luffy and Zoro getting freaking destroyed by Apoo. Who would have ever thought that? One of the worst generation members actually taking out Luffy and freaking Apoo. Like, let's be honest. Apoo literally knocked out Luffy right here. He literally locked him, albeit Luffy was unconscious for a few minutes, for about a minute or two. Apoo still knocked out Luffy, and that's a big feat. But especially with how we know how strong Luffy is and everything. And he's cutting up Zoro like it's easier than stuff like that. Again, I don't know how his devil fruit operates. It's gonna be very interesting, especially when we find out. It also seems like, based on the next episode preview, a number is gonna get involved, and it seems like we're gonna have a fight between Kid and Apoo. It's gonna be pretty damn interesting. But I enjoyed this episode. And yeah, but other than that, if you guys liked the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of One Piece, as well as hit that subscribe button to get more One Piece content. And when you do hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell icon to make sure you're up to date with whatever I upload to the channel. Other than that, guys, I'm the Gadiver. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night or check out this video. Until then, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.